Hey, welcome to Sunday Night Live. Tony here, Rand Adventures 2.0. Well, you know that because we get together every Sunday night. I love this part. All right. Well, we've got a lot to talk about. And if you saw the thumbnail, you know we're going to be talking about Maha. I just want to check real quick. Can everybody hear me? Because I'm doing something a little different. Um, I don't have the mic on because my phone was low on charge. I was out filming something, and then I ran Miss 2.0 a coffee, and then I rushed on back here, and I looked at my phone, and it was 50%. And I know 50% ain't going to hack it tonight. Yeah. All righty. Good. I'm seeing a lot of yeses there. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to scroll back up to the top, and I saw Leonard was the first thing on here that said, please pray for Oklahoma. And there was a baby and a person that died yesterday evening in the tornado. So I've been hearing it all day on the news and even yesterday about the tornadoes that are, and I think even Texas tomorrow, even through tomorrow, is having a lot of thunderstorms. You know, that is common in that area this time of year. I know when I was driving out, I just missed it as I was going out towards California last year, and I wasn't sure about coming back that way, so I went more north, but it was a little later. But definitely be praying for all the families in areas that have already been devastated by the tornadoes or just storms and things like that. But then also a hedge of protection around those that are maybe in the path of oncoming tornadoes. Never, 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 never good to have that kind of devastation and stuff. So Leonard, thank you for saying that. Hey, Becca with 2Ks, how are you doing? She's definitely praying for Oklahoma. And I saw Old and Crackedated. Oh, definitely Rebecca, because I know you are in Texas as well, and flooding has a flood warning too. Okay, definitely please pray for safety, and love you all, and God bless, says Rebecca with 2Ks. I always say that because when I type Rebecca's name in my phone, it always gives it to me with 2Cs. So whenever we're on a premiere and she's commenting, I was always going, Rebecca with 2Ks, because it's hard for me to type fast. So I do talk to text, and it makes it way easier, right? And Old and Crackedated, yeah, I see that. But in 2012, a family of 5 died about 4 miles away from my house. Then a little bit lower, I saw that you commented, let's see, get down here a little bit. Yeah, I was in the middle of a tornado by the time I was 2 years old. My mother was the only one injured. Well, hopefully she recovered. But that's got to be pretty frightening to be in a tornado. Yeah, I always thought about doing some storm chasing, but now I'm not in the tornado area, but it is very rare. There has been some that came around. I like, just really incredible weather, just all that, but safely. And my prayer is that always that nobody gets hurt or injured. So definitely we're praying a hedge of protection. Hey, Joseph Kelly, how are you doing? Hey, there's Elric, the Blackheart brother. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, and we got Skeeter on here, and my awesome neighbor, Tony. Yeah, we're neighbors. Yeah, a couple blocks. At least 2 or 3. Yeah, right. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Hi, Tony and everybody. Hey, there's Darlene. Okay, you're not going to see Stitch on the comments yet. Miss Stitch and Stitch, we're going out to dinner. I just talked to him a little while ago, but I'm hoping him and I tested something out in the background about 7:15. It's been a long time since I brought somebody on, but maybe if he gets back in time a little bit later, I'd like to bring him on to maybe talk a little bit because he's so knowledgeable about all the different things with hammocks. I'm a newbie, yeah, believe it or not, with hammocks. Just because I only added a hammock to the channel, and Dennis, he had blessed me with a couple of hammocks, and then I've done some of the samples from Onewind, and I really like that. Really like the Onewind equipment. It's what a blessing. Yeah. All right. But I'm a newbie, and that's why these like the Mid-Atlantic hammock hangers, and also the North Carolina one, and before that, the Florida Hang Con. Oh, and the guys, AJ and Skunk Cabbage, are over in Europe right now doing over in Denmark. I believe that's where they're at. But I did see him post a picture. What would be really cool if they were around? I'd send them a link and get them on here and tell us how it's going. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we would. Let's see. Everybody saying hello. Hey, Chuck, how are you doing? Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah. So, hey, Mike. There's my brother there. Hi, and everyone. And there's KN. Hey, KN. So I just posted last night, and Egg Chaos joined our Discord. Darlene joined Discord too. Discord. So I've been talking about Discord for a little bit. KN is, and everybody that's gone on so far that I've spoken to, KN, you did an amazing job at setting our Discord up. So we've got the 2.0 Discord. And if y'all don't know what that is, go on to YouTube and go, what's Discord? And then you can find out what Discord is. But I am really looking forward to doing more stuff and learning more stuff myself. There is she put a tab in there about, Fireside chat. So Stitch is in there. So we go in there and we comment. There is also some ways that we'll be able to do audio and hang out in one of the channels, maybe talk about some gear. There's going to be different times that we'll do different things, but KN, spot on. Yeah, so everybody give KN a big clap there. She is amazing. Yes, she is. Yeah, good KN. All righty. Let's say go down here. Hey, there's Debbie Hills. Awesome. Great to see you here tonight, Debbie. Yeah, welcome, welcome. And we're going to scroll down. There's Jennifer. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Deedle La Daux. That's it. Is that French or something? The last name? That is really cool. I didn't pronounce it right. I know that for sure. What's up? Tony says, Rick. How are you doing, Rick? Yeah. All right. Oh, it's really funny. Hey, JR's Life. Hi, Tony. How are you? Thank you for your wonderful videos. Well, thank you very much. And I posted on our Facebook page when I got notified that Steve Wallace was going live. That was Thursday night. So it was late. It was 10 o'clock our time. I got on about 30 minutes before it started, and there was already like 7,000 people. I pulled off the side of the road once it got closer to 10 because I was going down to pick Miss 2.0 up. She went to visit her mom, and I was going to pick her up in Hershey. And I pulled off the road right around 10 p.m. And Gene and I were texting back and forth. He says, hey, you should call Steve and say, hey, you want to be a moderator? Like, I don't have his phone number, but Gene is a moderator for Steve's when he goes live and stuff. But one of the interesting things is we were talking, he's like, because I need help on the moderation, the comments. They were already flying by everybody saying hi and things like that. But as soon as he went live, what did it do? Jump to 17,000 people watching the live. Crazy. But the comments were just flying, flying, flying. But it was great. He got on there and talked about beautiful wife passing away, and then Glenn and also his mom, and talked about, and as we all know, he's been going through different phases of grief. And if you don't have never experienced grief, there are different phases of grief, and it's he's doing good. And if I encourage you, if you didn't watch it, go on and watch it. He's not going away, as a lot of people think, but he may be changing it up a little bit. Yeah. So, hey, drunken chicken. Chef, how are you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. George, prayers, yes, definitely prayers. Righty, Ozark, great adventures, howdy. Oh, I got to scroll a little bit more. From Southern Missouri. Hey, Ed, how are you doing? I made it. Yay. Wasn't sure the internet wasn't gonna work. Oh, so welcome to our Discord. So I am going to mention that a little bit more. So I went on, and that's why I brought up Ed, because I went on real late. Stitch and I were talking. He said, "You know what? Because as y'all know, I have a what is it? Patreon." So he said, you should go on to Patreon and send a message to the members on Patreon, because we want to keep Discord closed, like pretty much a private group. We don't want to open it up to the public, so just anybody can jump on there. But I went on to there and I posted the link for that, and Ed must have got it last night and jumped on to Discord, and it was just pretty cool. So thank you. I know Stitch is on here right now, but thank you, Stitch, for that idea. And Stitch and I also talked about when people do buy me a coffees, there's an automatic email that goes out, and then I can respond as well, which I usually do. But if anybody, I'm going to try to see if I can figure it out, because it usually gives me their emails in the back section. I'm going to try to email Discord link that anybody wants to get on Discord, and maybe, it's going to be different than our Sunday Night Lives. This is like a different kind of hangout in Discord. There's so many things in there. It's just, there's different sections, hammock topics and things, gear, RV. Like I said, she did an amazing job putting that together. But I'm thinking of when somebody does a buy me a coffee, I might put in the automatic email that goes out about welcoming in them to, if they want to jump on Discord, they can have the link. I think I got to make the link permanent, because they change every 7 days. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but we'll see how it works out. But we want to keep it all together. Hey, I do adventures. Good evening, everyone. Big hearts. So that's James from down there at the North Carolina Hammock Hangers. There's Fisher Outdoors Adventures. Gordon Fisher from Centerville, Pennsylvania. How are you doing tonight, Tony? I'm doing awesome. There's Debbie saying hi back to me. Yeah. Was scared to, well, you're on here still, so you weren't scared to death yesterday, but I'm sure that was pretty overwhelming. I can't imagine I've never experienced it, going through a tornado and a tornado warning. But hey, there's Shadow. How are you doing? Adam Hartley, how are you, brother? Hiya. Hey, Tony made it. Yes, you did. But Dixie Buttercup. Yes, you did. Hi, Eileen. How are you doing? Prayers for the people in harm's way with the storms out and about. Hello, Tony. Hello. Hey, Rewild Outdoors. There we are. So if many of you don't know, that's Sean over at Rewild Outdoors, and him and I were down at the Hang Con in Florida, and then we were also he drove 9 miles to get there to North Carolina to the Woolly Swamp hammock or campground, and I drove 8 miles. We camped right next to each other, and we shared meals. I gave him a fish taco that I made with maha maha fish, and then he gave me some rice beans with andouille sausages. Man, that was good. Hey, George Jackson. Already, the Camping King. Tony is live. I don't know, brother. Camping King. That's good. Now let's darn. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to do a real quick reminder. If you have a question, throw in 3 question marks before your question so that the moderators can give me arrows. And then also I can visually see it as well, and then not jump around and read when you guys are talking back and forth. And I encourage you guys to continue to talk back and forth. I love when that happens. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? Hey, just having fun. Yeah. Got my first dry run with my hot tent last weekend. Oh, that is cool. Felt good to be back in it, in the hammock. I'll tell you, hammocks are just so amazing. Like I said, I have experienced 3 hangs, so hammock hang events. The Hang Con, then North Carolina, and then the one that we just did in Lancaster, which was at the paintball. What was it? Ambush paintball. So I got there Friday, and as you saw in the video, when I got there, I showed the range. Wasn't that so cool? Like I said, I didn't want to talk too much about it last Sunday because y'all hadn't seen it yet. It just came out Thursday, and a lot of people got to watch it because it's number 9. But I messed up. You know, I always do the videos at 7 p.m. now, so that we can, when I do a premiere, we can get a lot of people on, and that helps encourage it to go. For some reason, Stitch messaged me and said, "Hey, your live popped, or your video popped up," and it was at 11 a.m. at his time. My time was 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. I was like, "What? I wasn't even home yet." So I messaged him quick and said, "Hey, I'm getting home. I'll get set up." And so I got home real quick and got on, and it was. I can't stop it or go. I just like, well, this is what it's going to be. So that's what we did, and just let it roll. And that hurt it a little bit, but my hammock events like that don't do as well as my camping, which I already know. But that's why I wanted to encourage it, because I wanted maybe some of the people who were down there. I think pork roll was on. In the comments and stuff. So some made it to it, but I would have loved to have talked to everybody that would have maybe jumped on. Gabriella was on, and she was in the castle working with Cajun, and they had that Yobo gear. She was in that other room when I was in the castle, and I was just doing the castle and went to the inner castle through the window. And you see, she said I really scared them, but they were setting up the Yobo gear, and then we talked about the Yobo gear. Cajun represents about 7 or 9 different companies. And if you watch day 2 of HangCon, when I was walking around, that's where I first met him. And it was really cool. He came all the way up to this one as well, and was there attending. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep us scrolling. Last I said was George Jackson was my last one. We got hi, saying hi to, oh, we got some question marks, and I see the arrows, and see, this is what Darlene does. Well, you can see it in the comment. Oh, okay. Is there a link to join Discord? So that's one of the things that I was talking about. Now, you probably already heard me answer that, but there is a link, and we're trying to figure out how to get it to people without like a bunch of people that we don't want on there. Like we don't want to open it up to the public, if that makes sense. We want to keep it within the 2.0 family. And one of the ways that was going to be able to do it was through Patreon or through, I'm going to check out, I just didn't have time last night to really check out Buy Me a Coffee one, the automatic email that goes out, and that will give you access to it. Yep. All right. So Lou Do, thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Yeah. So that's the pronunciation of her name that I asked for. Yeah. Say there's Adam. How are you doing? Hey, Terry with an I, Terry May. Hi, Tony and everyone. All right. I need a new hammock. Yeah. It says Skeeter. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Was watching. Yeah. On Steve's. Steve's live. Yeah. There's no way he could, and comment on everybody they were just flying by. He picked a couple out and answered some questions, and it was tough. Yes, it was. What was your favorite part of Maha? And that breakfast burrito. It was the overall event. Was when I say my favorite part. I can't capture what would be my favorite part, because just the off-camera interactions with everybody is really my favorite part. Even though I want to film and I want to bring the essence of the whole event to everybody so they really know what's going on. Like I said earlier, you kind of almost got to experience it yourself, right? But everybody is so amazing. And just like at the end, when I was talking to Dutch, he was saying, with the age of internet and, or social media and stuff, everybody, comments and stuff like that. And you really it's almost like you'd leave all that home because you're one-on-one. But the diversity of one, age, two, background, just everybody, just the diversity of people is really amazing. How we all have a common interest and a common love for hammocking, and learning more is what makes it so unique and special. And like I said, there's people that I've never would have met except for there. Just like John, finding out he lives like 15 minutes away from me, and that's the thumbnail for the event. That's his hammock, him and his girlfriends. And what was really cool is that spreader bar. Now, I've seen this spreader bar before, but I've never filmed it. So like the Dutch clips and so much stuff. But really, just experiencing the interactions with people. And like I said, when I was sitting in the tent the night before we went on Friday night, I was talking to the camera, drinking my coffee, which I was saying it's really hard, because when you're talking to someone just off the cuff, just meeting them for the first time, you kind of hate to go, "Oh, can you say that again?" and put a camera in their face and "Hey, can I mic you up?" and things. So yeah, you really don't get to see and experience that like you do. Hey, RG 2186, how are you doing? And I'm gonna keep us scrolling down. We got let's see, yeah, reasonably okay. How are you doing? All right. See, I joined the Maha after seeing the video. Awesome. I can't wait to get out there. My camping is usually pretty solitary, and I'd like to try to socialize a little. Thank you, Tony. Absolutely. and if you get a chance, go on to Dutchware.com. He had mentioned that he's got an interactive calendar that if somebody's having a hang anywhere, even over in Ohio, Michigan, lower states, South Carolina, North Carolina, if they send him that they're having a hang, he'll put it on an interactive calendar, and then from there you can see what's close to you, or see when it is, and that kind of stuff, and get more information about it. So that's really cool. And believe it or not, Maha is one of the oldest running events. The Mid-Atlantic Hammock Hangers is one of the oldest running groups in what's traditionally known as a hammock hang, or a hang for short. Yeah. Okay, I'll be checking it out. Thanks. Let's see. Hey, Skeeter. Let's see. Hey, Bearded Viking. How are you doing? Hello, Random Masters. How are you tonight? I am doing good. I'm doing good. There's my brother, Alpine Warrior. And I am going to announce tonight that Alpine is putting out videos again. So he is got channel up and running, and I've watched several. I just saw that you posted that one of a kayaking. That's a great looking kayak. I might have to take a trip, brother, and come up and do a little kayaking, except for I go around in circles because my right side doesn't work as good. So I just keep going round and around and around. Yeah. All right. But yes, check that out. Check out Alpine Warrior. He's got a little intro talking about, the other day he put one out talking about being back out, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going up on his channel as he gets back into the swing of it. So I am looking forward to seeing those videos, brother. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, for now, just having fun. Once this live is over, post in the comments, and I will keep a watch for reply, as YouTube likes to disappear it after a few minutes. Yes, it does. Yes, it definitely does. All right. Hey, Tony with an I, Tony Porter. Hey, Tony, Bucky's is waiting for you in Florida. Yeah, it is. Florence, South Carolina one is actually a little closer to me. And Rewild actually stopped at that one as well. Got some food there, which is, their pulled pork is just amazing. Yeah, it is. Let's see, Tony, let's go camping at the Cumberland Falls. I don't know where that's at, George. Cumberland Falls. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, maybe we can do that. Is waiting for you in Florida. Yeah. All right. I'm scrolling down. The universe according to David. Hey, Tony, hope you're well. Nice to be able to connect this evening. Yes, it is. Well, welcome. I'm glad you got on here tonight. And let's see, there's Michelle. David P. and Michelle checking in. Righty. And I'm going to look forward to talking to y'all and getting out there and camping with y'all too one of these days. Hey, Emma Brown. How are you doing, Emma? Yes, I'm just looking over different things. I'm always great to see Emma Brown on here. Always. All righty. Leonard, more thunderstorms. Yeah, Oklahoma City. Yeah, we're supposed to get thunderstorms in a couple days, but they're not. I don't believe they're going to be like yours out there. Ooh. That'd be neat. If anyone would want permission to camp there, I could probably arrange it. If anyone, maybe me. Yeah. I've always wanted to do a cave camp. Hey, Freddie, how are you doing? Please keep me in prayer. Personal situation, God knows, and he definitely does. And I'm just going to say, Freddie messaged me just a little bit before we went on live. So I do know his situation, and God is able, and God will take care of all of his needs And that's what our prayer is definitely going to be for you, Freddie. But 2.0 family, get to praying for Freddie. Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right. And let's see. Oh, we got a good question from Alpine Warrior. Tony, did you know that Dutch is coming out with a sewn-in underquilt on May 1st? Yeah. So he's going to release it, but I think is that called the chameleon? I think it's sewn onto a chameleon. That was the #1 prize that they gave away down at the hang down there in Lancaster. That was beautiful looking hammock with a sewn in. A lot like if you watch the HangCon video, it's very similar to the Superior Gear, I believe it is. Superior Hammocks, Superior Gear or Superior Hammock with the sewn in underquilt. But I'll tell you what, Dutch is very meticulous and actually a trend center on a lot of things. I had a chance to he sat down with me. Somebody said, "Hey, Tony," because I was sitting by myself at a table, and he said, "Doesn't anybody want to sit with you?" So Dutch came over and sat down. He says, "Well, I'll sit with him," and him and I got a chance to start talking, and he got to explain to me that a lot of the material in their hammocks, he's hand selected, and people have said, "Oh, those won't work," and turns out they work extremely, extremely well. Very innovative, very, very innovative. So yeah, I don't know, I forget what that hammock is called that he's coming out with. But that will be a launch May 1st. Couple days. Yeah. Yeah, had my eyeball on that one, but yeah. Yes. Hey, hey, Tim, how are you doing? Timitsuta. Howdy from Florida. Yeah. All right. Going down, see Darlene's arrows. That was for Alpine's question. Let's see. Are you trying to get rid of us? That's about someone going camping in the cave. He can get it. Hey, Travis, how are you doing? Travis Walker experience. Yeah, when was the last time you slept in a tent? I took my father-in-law and I went to Lake Raystown, took my kids, my future son-in-law, that was dating my daughter Gabby, to Lake Raystown. I want to say Emma I think she was 5. She's going to be 20 in June. So 15 years was the last time I slept in a tent. And definitely, I've never slept in a hammock, never even tried a hammock until I got one and set it up and then laid in it. Didn't know how to set it up, so my first night in the hammock wasn't really that good. But I've learned a lot since then, and I'll tell you, structural ridgeline makes the difference. Definitely makes the difference. So I believe you can add a structural ridgeline to any hammock. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, did I get that question? Yes, I did. All right. Thank you, Darlene, for the arrows. Yeah. So I'm scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Much appreciated. Hey, you're absolutely welcome. And we're gonna have to get together one of these days soon. Yeah, yeah. All right. Hey, MD Gons, Melissa, how are you doing? Yeah, good evening, everybody. There's Dixie Cup laughing at the joke. Hey, Brittany, how are you doing? Hey, I am watching your video from 2 blocks away. Yes, Brittany was a very good friend of my daughter, Rachel. Yeah, I got to see her again the other day. She was walking her little kids on the sidewalk, headed down someplace, and we got to talk for a minute. And I'm glad you're on here, and And have you been watching some of the videos to catch up and see what I've been doing for a long, for about 3 years? Yeah, thank you, Brittany, and beautiful family, beautiful family. Yeah. All right. So I am gonna. Hey, there's homeless Santa. All righty. All right. So evening, Tony. So, brother, I really wanted to get over and talk to you more. We talked a lot off camera, and I know I mentioned last Sunday about homeless Santa, and that I had seen him at HangCon, and then I seen him again recently, and him and I talked about the carnivore diet, which he is doing, and I'm just going to say right now, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but just sharing his experiences with me, I was really amazed, and I've seen the difference and all that. So really, really cool. And I might talk a little bit about some of the things that I've been doing recently. Yeah, since Monday. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Tony missed the bear part. No, I saw the bear. Yeah. I, I just won't. I just won't put any of why not or Anthony's. So why not is backwards is why not. I met why not in Pork Roll down at HangCon, and this is from Why Not's Bees. So Why Not's his trail name, but he had given me a little bit of honey. I will make sure I don't put any honey on me before I walk into that cave. Don't want to be licked by a bear. Yeah, yeah. So, all right. Hey, Joseph, how are you doing? Hi, all. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Oh, we got another question. Hey, Sama, how are you doing? Uh, Tony, hello from Slovenia. Wow, kind of like Pennsylvania, just with a slow in front of it. Really, really appreciate you jumping on, man. It's probably late there right now. I am avid user of AMOC. Yes. Now, if you would have said that before I went to a hammock hang, I would have never known what you were talking about. But I got a chance to see one in. I didn't know what they were called. I've seen them before, but I didn't know what they were called. But I did see one down in North Carolina and got to film a guy that was there that had one. He came in on a motorcycle. And then they had an ultralight AMOC over in the one area where you could try it out. I did not get in it. I wanted to, but I actually did not get in it. But I'm looking forward because I know they're going to be at other hangs. I definitely want to try it. I certainly do. I know the guy that I was filming. He said the first couple times he flipped out of it, yeah, until he figured out how to get in. There's a technique to it. There definitely is. But thanks for the question, and greetings all the way from Slovenia. Awesome. Tony missed the part about the bear in the cave. And let's see, I do love, oh yeah, Yogi Bear in there. Squirrel. Right, Dixie Cup. So if y'all are just new to the channel and are live, I'm just talking and then all of a sudden I'll go, squirrel. And so, meaning I changed the subject very, very quickly. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get a water. I'm gonna take a sip of this water here real quick. So our weather today is very nice, and I was out filming. A AMA had sent me a car tarp, tailgate tarp for the back of a car or SUV, van, Jeep, things like that, and I wanted to check it out. And I went out there and set it up. Boy, it was hot. Yeah, it was. We had a little bit of a breeze, but I'll tell you what, I set that thing up with no problem at all. Yeah, it was extremely easy. And if y'all watched videos in the past of me taking and using the magnets to hold the one side of the tarp while I string it over there. This thing has straps that you can strap. Well, you'll see the video. I'll probably try to get that edited maybe late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll put that up Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. I might put it up. So there are going to be some review videos. I haven't done any for a little while, but I am going to be getting back into doing reviews because I have gotten some things. And one of the things is a company that I did several years ago. I don't know if y'all remember it. Fioboc, Fioboc, is a t-shirt that I was saying it would be amazing to wear that because thru hikers, they limit themselves clothing, but it's a very cooling. I think it's called. They came out with a new line. Get this, I think they like my reviews so much many years ago, but I in that video I pour ketchup on the shirt and I do some other stuff. I don't remember it. I have to go back and watch it. And then I pour water on it and just wipe it and no stain, so it doesn't stain, things like that. But I have that the gray one that I've worn. It's got to be over 2.5 years that I've worn it, and yeah, it's an amazing shirt, and it's held up so nice. It's got bamboo and stuff like that in there. But I'm going to do a review on it because they came out with a Stay Cool 2.0 line. 2.0 line, and I got them right here in the bag. I don't know how much people are gonna really be interested in seeing me do these shirts. I don't even know how I'm gonna do the video yet, but really, really, really nice shirts. They've got a crew neck and a regular neck on it, but I love these shirts. I've only had one white one and one gray one, and like I said, I wear them all the time. Stain resistant, they're wicking. They keep you cool. Very nice. All right. So, but they also came out with a pair of jeans that made out of the same material. I'm gonna be a little model. Yeah. All right. Okay, I gotta keep going down to the comments. Squirrel. All right. Oh, there we go. All righty. Yeah. Oh, keep it going down. Keep it going down. Yeah. Okay. Hey Anthony, how are you doing? Yeah. And if you go by Tony spelled backwards is why not? Oh, hey, I'd love to try bear. My son-in-law got a bear this year hunting, and my daughter took and rendered all of the fat for it. I don't know what the term is, but she's made soaps, candles, or lotion. I don't remember everything that she did with it, but she does that. It's the talon and starts doing all that. Pretty cool. Yeah, but my brother-in-law or my son-in-law said that was amazing. The bear meat. I didn't get a chance to try it yet, but my son-in-law makes it, and oh my goodness, Anthony, thank you so much. More coffee for you. God bless you and your family. Well, God bless you too, Anthony. And definitely thank you for that. And thank you. I'll definitely be getting some coffees with those. All right. I really appreciate that. Yes, I do. Okay. We got I Do Adventures, Woolly Swamp Farms. Yes, that's where we were in the North Carolina. Okay, so you got a fall hammock hang October 4th through the 6th, 2 days after my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. I think we're 39 years this year, this October, this 2.0. I can't remember, but let's see. Oh, I can't. It's around 34, I think. 38 or 39 this year. I can't think while I'm doing this. Yeah. Oh, camping will be hosting a fall hammock hang. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm sure you guys will be putting out information on it, and go check out. If you're on Facebook, you can go to the North Carolina Hammock Hangers. He'll post that, and then when you do post that, I'm sure we'll be posting it over on the Random Adventures 2.0 Facebook family page. 2.0. That was for Darling. So it knows what I'm doing. Yeah. All right. AM&T Living and Cooking. Awesome. Hello, everybody. There's Christine Cooper. Good afternoon. Monday here in New Zealand. What? All righty. Oh, awesome. Man, New Zealand is has so much diversity in landscapes as well. Beautiful over there. Yes. Yeah, good thumbs up there from Homeless Santa. Yeah, so he's doing really great with that carnivore diet. Yeah, you are. Yeah. There's Kenny. Hey, Kenny, today would have been my late 29th birthday. God, I miss her so much. Well, Kenny, man, yeah, no, definitely prayers for you, Kenny. 29th birthday. Oh, yeah. Well, just remember, anybody that's experienced a loss, there's one scripture that really helped me when my dad passed away, and then others that have passed away that I've known, is that this life is but a vapor. And I always say, this life's but a vapor, and we're going to see him soon again. So that's why it's important to know where you're going when you die or pass. Yes. Let's see. Yep. Hello from New Zealand. So we've got New Zealand's in the house. Yeah. Brian, how are you doing? Sorry, late. You're the best. Well, you are too, Brian. Yes, you are. All right. Let's keep us scrolling. Very nice. What am I getting close? 8:46. Oh, I'm getting close to the bottom. Wow, that was quick. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we got a question. And Darling does big letters and then does the up. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yep. So she always encourages me to use my stroke hand, and it's like I have had a little bit of issues for the last couple weeks. I've noticed that I'm not walking as good. I'm doing some different things, trying, but I am been extremely tired lately. Like I was out filming for that video, the car video, and I was rough. And that still could be from last weekend when I was down there at Maha, because of where we camped, where the compound was, going out on the airsoft and paintball field, and those have a little bit of ups and downs and stuff, and I was really doing a lot of walking. I felt it in my hips because when I'm walking on uneven, because the stroke side is I can't pick that foot up, I compensate with my other side, so I get pains in the upper back. In fact, just sitting and driving, it's really gets me behind the ribs on the opposite side of my stroke side. Yeah. So let's see, Tony, are you going to do one of your really creative camps soon? Yeah, I'm always looking for spots, and looking for different diverse camps. But yeah, I've got a few things in the works. I had one, and it just didn't work out to get there. It was an abandoned trailer behind a business. The doors were off of it, no signs up or anything. And I drove by there today. it's gone, and it's the whole area is cleaned up and it's gone. That's why it's really tough that when you find something, you got to get on it right away. But I was doing my recon over months on that because was trying to figure out the best time to go in and do it. Yeah. Tony, are you going to do some more fishing in my video? Rick, I definitely want to do some more fishing. Like I said, out at the rendezvous when I cast with this hand wasn't working. I've got to just get a little better at casting with this than my left side. But definitely, I want to do some. I like to do a catch and cook. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Awesome seeing you on here from North Carolina. Yeah. Only do you remember the movie Killer Grizzly? Oh, I actually remember Killer Grizzly, and I laugh. There was one part in there. I don't know if this is the right one or not, where a grizzly comes into the camp, and that person's is in one of those mummy bags, jumping or a sleeping bag, and they open it up and they start jumping across the thing, and all of a sudden the grizzly swats it. I don't know if that's the same one, but I remember that. And I was like, oh, that's scary. I watched that. It was a long time ago. Hey, there's Hammock Mountain. How are you doing? I finally made it. Yes, you did. And welcome, brother. Let's go down. Yeah, Hammock Mountain is on our Discord as well. I don't know if you've ever known much about Discord Hammock Mountain, but glad to see you jump on there. I'm still learning it. KN's the expert. She's really helping me a lot with that because she created it and she did an awesome job of doing that. All right, scrolling down. Okay, on this. Oh, it's Lost Universe mates. Ah, yes. All right. Hey, Mara. Hey, Mara. I think I said Melissa earlier. I'm sorry. But we're scrolling. Homeless Santa. Let's see. We do our. Let's see what this. We do our first fish catch and cook video about a week or so ago. Awesome. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Like I said, I love to do that. I know if you got bears in the area, that would be because Jay wanders out. He's in Utah right now, and he did a catch, and he got a big fish and filleted it. And he said he's trying to figure out because he car camps the best way to clean up and cook and things like that. Because when him and his girlfriend go to Alaska this year, it's going to be a lot of grizzlies. So he doesn't want to be compromised with fishing and cleaning and cooking and stuff like that. He wants to figure out the best way to do that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you're figuring it out too? Awesome. Yeah. Like I said, there's a video about Discord. Hey, Homeless Santa, do you know what Discord is? Just a question. Hey, JPZ, how are you doing? Cheers from Seattle. And then we got Jeanne. How are you? Hi, everyone from Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Now, Fleetwood, I don't know if they still do it, but there was a manufactured house, mobile home, that was built. They were very known for building manufactured housing in Fleetwood. And it was called a Fleetwood. Yeah. All right. So with the video of going down there. Oh, there's Carl. Hey, Carl, how are you doing? Just chipped on to say hello, everybody. Can't stay too much going on tonight? Well, we'll pray for you that it's all going good. Great Falls Select. Hi, how are you doing? All right. So with that video, so we got down there Friday, and got set up. And in the beginning of the video, as you can remember, or maybe you haven't seen it yet, but I put up a weather radar. can't think. Put up the radar that's going across, and I saw that it was going to rain there around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it did start raining. So that's why I got around and saw some stuff, kind of showed you in and out of some of the buildings, which isn't that place. Doesn't it remind you? I don't know if you guys ever saw or watched um, um, Walking Dead series, but that's what it reminded me of, just that kind of vibe to it, walking through all those buildings and the color schemes and stuff like that. And I think that would be a really amazing video if I could get in there and just do something at night, just walking through there, maybe with some light and stuff, and do a camp there. I think that would be really, really cool. I have to talk to Denny. So it would be a stealth camp, but it would be a scary camp, maybe. Yeah. All right. So when you saw that coming through, and then I said, hey, you put that back up again, because it was going to start raining around 1:30 in the morning. Believe it or not, it did. And I really didn't capture that too much on the video because I was doing a quick time lapse, just a little recording. So before we got up again in the morning, and it was going through a big band, and it wasn't ever a hard rain, but it was a steady rain. And I love when it rains on a tarp, especially if you're dry in a hammock. And I had the Onewind hammock with the doors. I only had the doors closed on the one side because I want to keep the other side open. And how about the lights? We put up the green lights, and they look turquoise. I believe I had it set on turquoise there for a while. So that's got a remote, and I can change them. But I did take the 1,000 watt hour alpha ESS, had it there, and just had the lights plugged in. So I just ran them all. I did turn them off eventually at night. But I ran the kettle to heat up water for our coffee, for our Swift coffee that we had. And there's something about Swift coffee that I would love to tell you. But just I can't yet because I don't think it's solidified yet. But you might see that if you're going to trail days. You might see something about Swift coffee down there. All right. Well, okay. Thanks for answering that, buddy. Yeah. Oh, wow. I scrolled down already. Yes, but rarely use Discord. Usually most of the rooms I joined get flooded with random chat, not related to the topic of the room. Yeah. So, that wouldn't be the case here. And we're going to be very specific. And there's several chat rooms, and we're just going to try to, there's some that are just like, maybe we put a topic in there, and then, because I know you have a lot more knowledge as well in hammocks, more so than what I do. You've gone to hammock hangs for a lot of years. So yes, but thank you for answering that. All right. Tony wanted to ask you, do you waterproof your Osprey on the bottom? No, I never did. However, I'm thinking I could do that because I got that water spray stuff that you can put on your sneakers. I could do that, but I never have. Never thought about it actually, because I've got that Onewind. It's a ground cloth that zips, and you can open it up. So I try to set it on there, or I'll hook it to a tree. But I try not to set it down in a wet spot. But I have. Yeah, trail days. That's what I was going to say. So a lot of people were asking me, Tony, you going to trail days? I still haven't decided yet. Still haven't decided yet. Yeah. Hey, Sherry, how are you doing? Oh, Mike Ryder. Hey, hi, Tony. Mike from Connecticut. How you doing, brother? Whew, I'm getting warm. It's hot in here. Yeah, it's amazing how the weather just all of a sudden went from yucky cold to warm. Tomorrow we're supposed to get 82 degrees here in central Pennsylvania, even warmer down towards Lancaster. Red Fox Outdoors, how you doing? Laying in a hammock in a storm. It's fun. Lots of rocking back and forth from the wind makes me sleeping easier. Makes sleeping easier. Yeah, that's one thing about a hammock, and it's windy. Oh, you just sway back and forth, especially if you pick a smaller tree. But the first time I ever hammocked was during snowstorm Izzy, and it was very large. Oh, it was big, very. I couldn't even get my arms around it. Hemlocks, big hemlocks, and it was 18 to 30 mile an hour winds. And I was laying in there going, shoo, just back and forth. And that was my first time ever in a hammock. And that's one thing. I was cold. I was really cold because I didn't feel my toes or the tips of my fingers for about 3 weeks after that video. Yeah, yeah, because that was not. I was not geared up for that at all. Yeah. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, I actually mine came with a rain cover, which you can always take the rain cover off too and throw it on the ground or put it because when you set it down, you want to be able to get into it too. But yeah, mine does. It came with a rain cover. Yeah. And I think that 36 over there that Mike had given me at our meetup has a rain cover in it too. Yeah. Green lights looked great. Yeah, they did. So yeah, I see that you're going to be at Trail Days. Yeah, I'm really going to try to get to Trail Days. I'm not sure. Well, because I've got the car, I can always car camp down there or just sleep in the car and then get out and do the walk around. Because I know there's going to be so many people there, but also, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. That's coming up. That's coming up quick. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The green lights. Yeah, yeah, I love that setup with the green lights, and I can change the lights. I can make red. I can do Christmas lights. I can do all kinds of stuff. But down there at Trail Days, or at the Mid Atlantic Hammock Hangers, Maha. That's what I used the green ones or the turquoise. I went to the turquoise, I think the second night. Can't remember. But where I was located, if you notice, there was a porta potty really close. They brought the porta potty down after I set my hammock up. But I knew they were going to bring one down closer to the castle area, and they ended up putting it right there. And I was like, "Ooh, there's a porta potty." Yeah, so that was a big help. Yeah, it was for both nights. Yeah. All right. Hey, Tony and everybody. Hey, Randy, how are you doing? B Sun. Yes, everybody. Let's see. It's dangerous to do a camp near my house and lightning. My cat got struck. What? Heading to the barn to her kittens. I had to hand feed her. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'm going to scroll a little bit more. So, what kind of questions maybe do you have about down there at the Maha. Hey, Knight Rider, how are you doing, brother? Okay, David P. Awesome. Yeah. So as people join the Discord, KN is, I think KN is doing giving, because I saw giving some people some different wrenches and stuff. But if you would love to help out with that, that would be great. Security if needed. Sounds like you know more about it than I do. Yeah. Because like I said, I was poking around in there again last night, figuring it out. Hey, ATV, you're asking, do you ever sleep in that hammock behind you when you're in the doghouse? No, that one won't hold me. Not because it won't hold me, but it won't hold me because it's the tree that has the lights on it is a birch tree that was dead in the woods that I brought home one day, and I'm carrying. It's a whole tree. I got when I was setting up the studio. I came home. I took it. I was driving around and I saw it, and I'm like, "Oh!" I got it and I picked it up. I threw it in the back of the Hummer, and all the way through the windshield. I had to have it off out the window in the front because I didn't want to break the branches. And closed the door, drove home. I'm pulling it out of the back of the Hummer and bringing it, trying to get it in the house. Now, this is 6 months after the stroke, and I was not moving as good as I am now. And I'm dragging this tree into the back door, getting the door open. And Lisa's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I got a tree and I want to put it in the studio." She goes, "In the studio? What?" And she's like, "Okay." And so she grabbed it and got it all the way in the door for me. She's strong. Yeah. And then she got it up the steps, and we made it around the corner and into the studio. And believe it or not, I didn't have to cut anything off. It was a perfect length. It's actually wedged into the corner on the bottom, and then I push it. Well, I guess I did cut a piece off at the top. Yeah, I did. So, and I just wedged it. I flexed it. I bowed it a little bit, pushed the top in because the bottom was already on a slope. Bowed it, pushed it in, and let go of it, and it would not hold me. It would come down very quick. So the hammock would hold me, but the tree won't. And then it just runs over to another birch tree over in this corner. I don't know if you can see it over there. Right there. Which is, there's water pipes that go to a radiator on this in the attic. And so I've just got those trees around that to kind of hide it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm still moving along. You know, I'm seeing arrows and stuff, and I'm still up here. Okay, Alpine. Tony, how many different setups did you see at Maha? So I did see bridge hammocks, and if you don't know what that is, anybody out there about a bridge hammock, it's flat. Gives you how do I explain a bridge hammock? So rather than coming to a tied end, like a bunched one, like that is, it bunches all the fabric together and then it's tied there and then it opens up. A bridge hammock has two supports that come down to each side of the one end of the hammock. And then there's a bar that you put across. Oh, inside Cajuns, inside the castle, inside the bug net was a bottom entry bug net, But if you look in there, you can see you didn't have all this stuff on it yet, but the inside of there is a bridge hammock. But saw a bridge hammock, saw a lot of different tarps, lot of lot of setups, like a lot of gathered end hammocks, um, but all different kinds, many different kinds. I mean, some setups I would say mm, hundreds and hundreds of dollars just in the hammock and underquilt and top quilt, not including the and some of that stuff. So some really cool. If you saw the one when I come around, I don't think it's think it's Friday. I was coming around and I show the one with the gear hammock underneath of it, and there was one setup I did not get to go down there, but a yard sale, the lookout, the lookout hostel here in Pennsylvania on the Appalachian Trail. She was telling me that the one family down there had the hammock and then had a smaller hammock right above it, like bunk beds. But the one was for their child to hang right above them. So they were here, and then their child was right above it. I would have liked to have filmed that. I think that would have been very cool to show. Let's see. All right. Am I down? Let's see. Oh, there's a question. Maybe I missed a question. There we go. So, how cold have you taken your Onewind underquilt? So the underquilt that I have, that I now use, that I cinch it up, the coldest that I've been so far has been about 28 degrees. And I know but I had my puffy jacket on, so my back didn't get cold. But if I would have had my top blanket that I had, if I had another one to do like a quilt, I could have taken that top blanket and put underneath. I think I showed that on our video, the busy highway video going up 2 Thursdays ago. You can see where I put the camping blanket underneath and then hand the hammock on top, just to sit and get the top blanket out of the way. But when you do it like that, you can have, when you're laying in the hammock, have a camping blanket underneath you, and also the under quilt underneath you. It creates more of a forest season. So, in fact, that's pretty much what I would have done if I would have made it up there to that hang that we were going to get together in Virginia on my way back from Florida. But it was so cold, and snow was an issue for me, and not knowing where I was driving. Yeah. But it does go. It says it creates a. I've never done it below that, but I think I'd like to try it. But I know there's 0-degree quilts, and in fact, John, when I was talking to him, when the hammock set up in the thumbnail, yeah, that was a 0-degree quilt. Oh, he was telling me, and also Yard Sale was telling me that they're part of a group called. They meet even over there at the hostel, hiking for mental health. Sounds like a great group. I'd like to know more about that. Not that I struggle with mental health, but I know a lot of people do, and if I can be of an encouragement, that would be great. But they get together, and so there's, like I said, the community is just amazing. Amazing. The hammock community. Everybody that I've ever met has been tremendous. Okay. Still, yeah, yeah. If you'll be attending, yeah. I don't know where you're from, homeless Santa. Not sure. But I'm thinking. I think I looked it up. It's about an 8-hour drive for me. Yeah. A lot of people get off trail that are hiking the Appalachian Trail to go to it. And I know there's a lot of people there. Dutch will be there. Uh, uh, Hammock Gear will be there. Adam from Hammock Gear. So a lot of manufacturers will be there. A lot of cottage companies. And when I say cottage company, that's what I was trying to explain about Swift Coffee is a cottage company, and they're close to Lancaster. It's a small company, not like not Onewind's not a cottage company. Cottage companies are usually smaller startups like uh let me walk back here. Let's see. So hanging high hammocks. I didn't get out to try this one out yet. I'm getting ready to. He told me it was no rush on it, but I still want to get out there and try that one and get it set up and do like a little video of that. But that would be considered a cottage company. So definitely love to support cottage companies. All right. If people post on Facebook page, I'll send you a message later. Got it. Let's see. Make sure you have a good pair of hiking boots. Rewild. Hey, there he is. So, Tony, did you see anything at Maha that you immediately thought you needed? Hmm. No, not that I didn't see a ton of stuff there, but nothing really. Because I'm filming, I wasn't really thinking. It's really weird, as you know, because you film these events as well. Is you're not thinking about your needs when you're at those places. Filming, you're thinking about bringing what you're looking at through to the end viewer. But was there anything? Hmm. I got a lot of compliments on my setup because in the video before, the high busy road one that we did, just feet off the road. A lot of people commented, and if you want to just, that was when I had the whole setup, all Onewind. Was the first time I actually ever did that. Oh wait, maybe yeah. I'd like to get and I saw one there, but I didn't film it. And believe it or not, I just found one on Onewind last night. So my Amazon storefront, if you go into like hammock section, hammock gear, you'll see anything that I have. I put on there for a link. But I just found last night, and I believe it or not, I ordered one because I want because I love the snake skin. Having that on, it's so easy to deploy, and if you don't want to deploy, you don't have to, but you can still have it sitting there. Or say like if you at the during the daytime, the sun's out and you want to lay in your hammock with the sun, it's very easy just to take your snake skin and close up your tarp. So what I wanted to do is find a big enough one for my underquilt and camp blanket and hammock all as one unit. You see me pull it out of my backpack and I was pulling it out and just popped out, right? But I found on there that Onewind actually has a very big one that will encompass all that stuff. And I'm thinking during the day, I could even, if I'm not going to be at the hammock, say I'm going to be away for a while, I can pull it up and just close everything up um, during the day. So I could even close it up and maybe, yeah, I can do all sorts of things. Close it up, roll it up, and put it to one end if I'm under a tarp, just to create more room. And very easy just to pull back up and with the carabiner, go to the other side and hook that up and unravel undo the snake skin. But it's a very large snake skin. I'm looking forward to get it. It says it'll be here Monday, tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, that's something I think I saw one down there, and I've always thought about that. Getting one for that. I've tried the one that I have for the one tigress tarp. That's a double two-sided, two-piece. It's an extra large, but I like the one piece because for the one that I've got on the Onewind one that I have on that setup, but the other one's two-piece, and I wanted to make sure I got a one piece for the hammock, and it was a one piece. And I don't know why I never saw that before. I don't know if they just came out with it or what, but that's one of the things that uh, just being down there, I must have seen one because I thought about it down there. Yeah, I haven't decided how high I want to hang it yet. Cocoon hammock. Hey, Dennis, how are you doing, Dennis? Welcome. Saying hi to everyone. That was 9:13. I'm not too far away. So about 7 minutes ago. 6. No. Yeah. There we go. Do you sleep? Do you use a sleep pad with any kind of R value in your hammock? 0. I have sleep pads, but I've not used a sleep pad in the hammock. I do have a sleep pad, actually. Alpine Warrior sent me one, the Thermarest. So when I do the car camping, that one is in there, but it's one of those self-inflating ones and very easy to roll up, put in there. But I've never used it in the hammock. I know when we were down in North Carolina, the one bridge hammock that, what's his name? It's trail name. Something man. It's not coming to me right now. But it's the bridge hammock, and inside of that bridge hammock, it's a double layer, and you slide in the air pack, and that had some R value as well. Oh, Ken, thanks for posting that down there. I saw it pop up because I've got a pop-out chat over on the side, so in case it catches my eye on there. Yeah. But yes. So no, I've only used one time a sleeping pad in there, and that was behind the Target with one that I did when I got back from driving across America. All right. Water. This one's already open, so I'll drink it. I got 3 big bottles like this sitting around me because I'm trying to drink more water all the time. All right. Okay. So let's see. I'm scrolling down. AR factor in a pad is good between 5 and 7. Wow. Okay. Alpine Warrior have better AR value 3 and 4. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Anybody new coming in? Yeah, howdy. There's Stitch. Stitchamundo. Yeah, he's here. How was dinner, Stitch? I hope good. Yeah. Welcome in. I'm just scrolling. Okay. So Amazon. So this is the Amazon link for the storefront on Amazon. Like I said, everything that Amazon does have, if they have it, I've got the link up for it. So 9:24. So we're an hour and 24 minutes in. Moose Man, yes. I knew it was man, but Moose Man, thank you very much, Rewild. Yeah. So that was a bridge hammock. Yeah. All right. Homeless Santa saying hi to Stitch. Everybody saying hi to Stitch. You made it, Stitch. Ken saying, hey, Mary B and Miss P and Miss Mary B is Miss PTL Fabrications. Hello, Tony, from Dave and I. Well, welcome. Glad you're in here. I did can. How are you? Only sense. Yeah, and Stitch is part of. Like I said, Stitch is gonna. Maybe we can jump into some fireside chatting in there, and I've got Stitch. Well, I see him in the background. I'm going to add him to the stage, everybody. Welcome, Stitch. There he is. All righty. I can't hear you. I'm going to pull this out. Oh, now I can hear you. Good.
Yeah, all right, good.
I can hear you. Perfect. Bueno. How was dinner?
Very good.
Bueno.
Some Indian food. It was good.
Oh, wow. Very, very good. Spicy?
Yeah, of course.
That's one thing about Indian food. Very spicy. What is it? Vindaloo?
Vindaloo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a coworker one time that he was shaved bald on his head. He said every time he eats vindaloo, he's got to get a towel and just pat the top of his head because he sweats from the top of his head. Because it gets so hot eating vindaloo. I don't think I've ever had vindaloo. No, I know I haven't.
Well, if we get you back out here, I'll get you some.
That sounds good.
Or something. We'll get you something.
Get me something, right. So, real quick, so we've been talking about Maha down there, and I know you would have liked to have made it out to Maha, but didn't get a chance to come this year and stuff. But you know a lot about Dutch wear and Dutch's gear and stuff like that. What is the name of the one that's the newest one that's he's getting ready to release with the sewn in?
Well, it's his chameleon hammock line.
Okay.
So it's aptly named, because you can do so many different things with it. But what he's done is he's sewn in an underquilt asymmetrically into the hammock, so that you don't have an underquilt, you don't have a hammock and then an underquilt fabric and then down and then another. It's actually the top of the underquilt is actually part of the hammock fabric, so that's a weight savings thing. But it is asymmetrically rigged, and I watched his, he did a live stream where he kind of introduced the thing. They're only making an 11 foot. They're not making a wide, and it's going to be head right, foot left only. So if you're a head left, foot right person, you either have to swap around or wait. They may move it, but that's the new one. But it's based on the chameleon line. So you could buy that one. You could use it for every day. You could get a Jacks or Better zip on and put it underneath it if you need a little extra. You can the bug nets all work the same. Or hang a straight stick underquilt, traditional underquilt on it. The winter covers work the same, and they're just zip on, zip out. So it's a pretty well-designed modular system. But this one, the difference is, they've sewn in an underquilt, very similar to the Superior Gear
Superior
folks.
Gear, that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah, because I said
in,
Superior Hammock, but I said I think it's Superior Gear, the one we looked at down there
Right.
in Florida.
Superior Gear hammocks. Right. Yeah. Similar idea, although he's limiting how big the quilt is, so it's more sewn in underneath where you would lie if your head right, foot left. That's the
Okay.
difference. And then Danny's is, it's just sewn in. It's the same idea, but it goes completely across. So it, one could argue that it, you have a little extra weight there that you're carrying, but I would consider it minuscule.
Well, the down, most of those are all down under quilts anyhow, so
yeah, they are
light to begin with.
Yeah, they are to begin with. Yeah. It's like all the fabric and stuff. So that, the nice thing about the sewn in under quilt, any of them, is that you don't have two layers of a quilt, like the top part of the quilt and the bottom part of the quilt. The top part of the quilt becomes part of the hammock, so you don't have all that extra fabric that you got to carry around.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Of course I am.
Well, I know that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Try them. Area. All right. So I'm kind of looking at the comments here. Do we have any questions? So definitely ask questions, especially since I got Stitch on here, because he can help answer any questions. Let's see. There's Alpine saying, good to see you.
Yep, good to see you, little brother.
Yeah, did you see he's putting out some more videos?
I haven't seen them yet.
Just started like a day or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is it the same channel?
Yep, Alpine Warrior.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was subbed to it. I probably still am, but
hit that notification bell.
I'll check it out.
Tony, was it an AMOC hammock? Not sure. Yeah, I seen the AMOC hammock down at in North Carolina.
Right, and you saw one down in HangCon as well.
Yeah, I did not see any down there at Maha.
No.
But there might have been, and I couldn't get around to some of the places. They were just too far away, back in the woods, just too far away. Darlene, what are you doing? She accidentally removed Dixie Cup's comment.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right. So let's see. I've been looking for feta. Feta stuffed olives. But okay, let's go down. Hey, Chad, how are you doing? I really want to try a hammock. What's a good kind of with a rainfly? Would you say Hennessy hammock, Stitch?
I want to try a hammock. What's a good kind with a rain? Well, pretty much everybody offers you both a hammock and an option for what type of rainfly you want. So it's they're unless you're trying to combine the two, which like the Haven, for instance, does that. But most hammockers have a separate tarp that they rig up over the hammock, and they can be independent of them as far as manufacturers go. As a matter of fact, I think my tarp comes from Hammock Gear. My hammock, well, one of them is is a Dutch wear, the Chameleon, because they're not attached to each other necessarily. Did that answer your question, Mr. Chad Acorn?
Yeah. So what I was thinking is, like, I know that one that I mentioned. I don't remember what I said. I said it now. I can't remember what I said. Hennessy hammock.
Yeah.
That's one of the original, right? If I'm not mistaken, one of the original ones that came out where it was, you had both kind of together.
No, well, no, I don't think Hennessy does that. Hennessy sells tarps as well, and along with the hammocks, but they're not
Okay.
attached. No,
Oh, okay.
it's good hammock company as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, there's the Haven is one, and there might be another. There's a couple of startups that are trying to sell those kinds of things where the tarp is integrated. You saw the Haven, right, Tony? So you know what I'm talking about, where they kind of
Yes.
integrated the tarp into the hammock. But for the most part, I mean, hopefully I can answer Chad's question correctly.
Yeah.
They're independent of each other.
Tennessee. Thank you, Red Fox. All right. That's another thing. My I can keep up with my stuff, but when I saw Steve's rolling by the other night, I was like, it was like pulling a one arm bandit and watching all the stuff go by. That's how fast the comments were flying. He had 21,000 people on there, and everybody was saying hi. Yeah. All right. But another question? Anybody got another question? Always looking forward to that. We got to get the three amigos back on here again. I have to get find out when Alpine can come back on, and get the three of us on here for a little bit.
Hey, Daniel, since you have a Hennessy, am I incorrect? Does Hennessy have some kind of a, combo tarp with the hammock deal where they're attached in some form? I don't know of any. But if you're a Hennessy guy, you might know. Waiting to see if Daniel pops in.
Yeah, you missed it. Old and Crackedated said there's a cave that a bear overwinters in. If anybody wanted to set up camp up there, just let him know. He can maybe work it out. So that's why all the bear comments. Because I said, oh, I might do that. I just won't take honey with me. But someone new to the chat. Contact him to sleep in the bear cave.
Depends on the time of year, I guess.
Yeah, true. Okay. So Hammock Mountain answered it, says the rain flies separate.
Right. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. I didn't think they had an integrated system. So
yeah, I'm trying to think who does videos that use the Hennessy hammock. Camping with Steve, he does. He has a Hennessy.
Shug has them.
Yeah, yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he likes to use their tarp. He likes their tarp a lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
Shug's over in Denmark. He went.
He went to Eurocon or whatever.
Yeah. They said the place was getting full. They've been posting little just map pictures and stuff. But I was thinking it would be cool if I could get the link to AJ and Skunk Cabbage with them over there.
She's called Skunk Cabbage?
Did I?
You just called them Skunk Cabbage.
Well, whoops.
Skunk Ape.
No?
Skunk Ape.
Yeah, Skunk Ape.
You call them Skunk
That's why Cabbage. I never want to say it because I never do it right. But Skunk Cabbage is coming up right now in the woods.
Right, sure.
It's starting to break through.
You have Skunk Cabbage on your mind.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Funny. What is warmer, more comfortable? There we go. A hammock or a tent? I would say a hammock.
I'm going to
is
vote
more
for if you have the correct underquilt.
true. The only reason I say that like is because all the, well, I guess in a tent you would be too. I was thinking the air around you, but in a tent the air is around you as well, inside of a tent. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think you can stay warmer if it's colder out in a hammock because of that underquilt. Otherwise, like you guys were having a discussion about our values for ground pads and such, you really can't get, you got to kind of start stacking them. So it can get pretty cold
right.
with those.
Plus, you're closer to the ground with the ground temperature being right there as well.
You are close to the ground if you're laying on the ground. Yes, Tony.
Yeah. Yeah. Freddie Moss is the asked question. No, I've never slept in a bivy. Is it bivy? Or he says, I think that's how it's spelled, right? Or bivy.
I think it
Bivy?
might be a bivy.
Bivy. Yeah. B, how do you spell bivy?
Well, I think it's just Bivy, or it could be two V's in there. I'm not quite sure.
Bivy.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Skunk cabbage. Yeah.
Alpine will know that.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Sunny Dream, how are you doing? Yes, the three amigos. Yeah, like I said, we'll have to plan to do a live together. Get the three of us on.
Yeah, Sean, I saw where Corey was going to be heading over there, so that's cool to see that he's putting some photos out. So I'll check out the Majestic Hammock site.
Oh wow. So oh yeah. So he went over to Europe as well?
He did. Yep.
Okay.
He was on Sean's live stream, I believe. Isn't that right, Sean? He was in chat on I think Sean's live stream.
Yes. That was a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Homeless Santa. Okay, we got
Thanks, Homeless Santa.
that. We got Dixie Cup. We got so it's 2-1. BIVV. Why? Oh, uh-oh. BV. Alpine. Big letters. It's
I'm
2-2.
I'm going with Alpine.
There you go. Okay, do you ever sleep without the underquilt? I do when it's summer and when it's warmer. But I think probably around, it's got to be like, well, ground temperature, or depending on how high I am, I would say around 62 degrees, 65, between 62 and 65, I'm okay with just out a underquilt. That's me. But some people are very cold, up even within the 70s at night, they'll sleep with an underquilt. Hey, good night. Nice seeing you, Stitch. It's been fun listening tonight. God bless everyone. God bless you too. Bivy means small no matter how you measure it. Yeah. Yeah, bivy. I don't know if I can get down to get into a bivy and get out, get in and out, how quick I can. I'd almost have to have a side entry bivy. Okay. So Red Fox answering that. Only time I sleep without a underquilt is the summer. Anything below 70, you need an underquilt. Yeah, I'd say 65 for me is a good measurement.
Yeah, I'd say 80 for me.
Yeah. Well, it can be 80 air temperature out there where you're at and a 40-degree ground temperature for quite a while. So it really matters the ground temperature, I think, too. I would sleep without that. So Adam's saying you and Rewild should have a food challenge. Pick out ingredients for each other and have to make a meal out of it. Ah, yeah. That's interesting. I know Hammock Mountain and his cadets challenged me to an MRE, like create it and make it something 2.0. Yeah, and I did that one video. Hey, homeless Santa, good night. Good night.
Oh, yeah. Good night. He's probably off by now, but that was great to see him on here.
Yeah, it was. You know, like I said, saw him in person because it almost didn't recognize him except for the Santa hat.
But, was he wearing his kilt?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because I asked him, I said, "Are you the kilted hiker?" You know, just because he didn't have a Santa hat on. He goes, No, I go by, homeless Santa. I was like, "Oh, that's right. You didn't have. Where's your Santa hat?" Because I saw it walking around the day before, but didn't have the kilt. Yeah. Freddie's saying, "Oh, I want to see that picture." Oh, where is that? Good night, Maria. Oh, I just missed it. I didn't get to see this stuff. Is that actually the homeless Santa? If that's him, he's lost a lot of weight. And you can, when I go to eat that breakfast burrito that they made, and I hold it up, when I get ready to hold it up, you'll see him standing back where the kitchen was, where they were cooking. But yeah, that was a great, it was really good wrap that morning. Those guys have an assembly line and they've got it down.
Yeah, it looked pretty tasty.
It was tasty. Yeah. The only thing is if Rewild and I do a food challenge, pick out ingredients for one another, I've got to be able to use my scuttle, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Yes, he was in the chat, Mystic Mountain.
Yep. Yeah, Corey.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. I'm scrolling down real quick. Bearded Viking asking you how you're doing. I must be behind again.
No, you're not too far behind, Tony.
No? Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got a question.
You haven't had too many. I haven't seen too many squirrel attacks since I've been on, so that's good.
They were earlier, so you're keeping me focused.
All right, good.
So when I'm on my own, it's just all over.
Tackle the squirrels.
Do you have any problems with condensation with your
hammock
compared to the tent? No. No, even if I put my top blanket over my head, I still just keep a little vent right there, and I've never had any condensation problems. Tents, I've watched that in tents, condensation all the time building up on the inside, even freezing on the tent. I know Jay keeps that one microfiber cloth, and he has to wipe the inside of his tent down when he's hiking the trail and stuff.
Yeah.
Robert,
because we suspend the hammock underneath a tarp, it's pretty open in there, so you don't have the condensation issues you'd have in a tent. That
was a better answer. That was quick. Just boom. See? Let's see. I need to be able to use a scrotal. Yeah. Oh, scrotal. Rewild saying need to be able to use a scrotal too, Tony. Yeah, he was pretty impressed with that. He was impressed with the Fire Maple Saturn 1500 BTU. We were using that down there as well. Let's see. I'm froze. You're froze. What? Darlene, don't. Oh, not because it's cold, your computer. I saw up there you were saying you freeze. Okay, I got it now. Tony Stitch. There you go. Tony and Stitch, you all should come to Texas, and we can hang in a day. Oh, in the Davy Crockett Forest or Ratcliffe Lake. Oh, that sounds cool. Davy Crockett, you familiar with that, Stitch?
I'm not, and Texas is huge, so yeah.
True. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. Rebecca with a K. Yeah. Let's see.
I agree, old crack and dated. Using a stove and a hammock is not easy, although you can with a little table on the side. That's what I do. You did it too, didn't you, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can lay in the hammock and cook, but you got to have a stove or a table, I mean.
Yeah, the Fire Maple Saturn is ordered. Hopefully you ordered it and took advantage of the RA 2.0 discount code. But yeah, he really liked that stove because it sat his big cast iron kettle that he made those rice and beans in. It just was so sturdy. And the Ratcliffe. Be very careful. They have alligators there. Oh, really? I always want to see an alligator up close. Yeah. And then Stitch keeps the squirrels contained. All right. How's Ruff feeling?
She's much better now. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She's snoozing over here right now.
Yeah. You sent me a picture yesterday about the snow you were getting. I just couldn't believe you're still getting snow.
Yeah, we'll sometimes get snow into June, but this is all the spring kind of stuff. So temperatures are generally warmer, so it doesn't sit around too long. It melts pretty quick, which is kind of what happened to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me, I yawned. So, yeah, usually this time of year, if you get snow, but like you said, it was almost 8 inches and it was pretty much gone by morning.
Yeah.
Good for groundwater, you were saying.
Super good for that, yeah.
Yeah. It's an onion snow, right?
There you go.
There's always one good snow for planting your onions.
Exactly. Well, the peas are in. They've planted them a little while ago, so.
Oh, good.
Yep. Peas, carrots, and beets, they're all in.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had the peas. And I had that in the one meal that you made. What was that meal? You put the peas in. It was that bowl that we had for breakfast with the egg.
Oh, the congee.
Congee.
Yeah.
Yes. And those peas were so firm. I liked them.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Only the best peas for you, Tony.
No, and I had to only drive 7,000 miles
across. Yeah.
Because I went out, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then boop, there. Yeah. I'd do it again. I'd do it a little different, but I'd do it again.
Yeah, probably quicker if you just came straight across.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't do rattlesnake. Oh, here's a question for you, Stitch. So Freddie's asking, how high is the elevation where you are?
7,000 feet, Freddie.
7,000 feet. My elevation, it's either 682 or something like that. So that was a huge change for me when I was out there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh. So my garlic crop is going to be awesome this year. Oh, that's perfect. Shallots are doing good too. Yeah. Awesome, Emma.
Yeah, my chives are already kind of flowering right now, Emma, which is really odd. But
oh wow,
they're just in the ground. We have chives that are in the ground, and they already got little flowers going on them. I think they're chives. That's what it is. Yeah.
Tony, did you ever have any problems breathing at a high altitude? Not that I was aware of. Because I went from Mesa Verde to the Great Sand Dunes, and then I came up outside of the town and slept at the Continental Divide Trail.
Yep. You're out of,
and there's definitely
an
elevation change there,
yeah,
right?
out of Buena Vista and up the mountain there towards the pass. Which I can't think of the name of it right now. Yeah, you were up, yeah, right where the CDT, the Continental Divide Trail crosses.
I didn't notice that I was having trouble breathing. I don't, but that could be why I didn't feel good some of the days, going out there, just because I went from Death Valley, negative 296 feet below sea level, to just within a week up to 7,000 within a week and a half. Oh, I showed a guy, Ed. I showed him the video the other day about Redmond Pass going into Durango.
Oh yeah.
And Silverton, Ouray.
Yep.
The little town of Ouray.
Yeah, you head south out of Ouray. Yeah.
Yeah, that video is actually doing better than all the travel videos. But I showed Ed, he's going to be 70 next month, and he's never seen anything like that. He says, "Oh, that is amazing." A lot of people are watching that video lately. I think of sometimes I should take those videos, re-put them in the editor and shorten them a little bit, and maybe do some voiceover for them and do like a very short video of it, like maybe a 5 or 10 minute video about some of that stuff, like highlights. Maybe. Or not.
Put it out to chat, because most of them have seen those videos. Do you want to see a condensed version of some of these Trip Across America videos? Question to chat.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. There's Patrick. And so Patrick, we saw him and his wife up in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Just checking in. Been sick with pneumonia. Feeling better, but my voice is still bad. Oh, well, hope you feel better.
Yeah, hope you feel better, Patrick.
Yeah. I just found out the other week there was a guy had the walking pneumonia, and just I don't know if this time of year, if maybe allergies sometimes get into your lungs and, you don't get it out, it starts festering and, yeah, not good. But allergies this time of year are rough too. All right. Hey, Josh and Jen. Hopefully, Jen is healing, is going good. Yeah. And let's see. All right. So, anything new, Stitch, that you want to share with the?
Nope, not really. I think maybe Ruff and I may go on a camping trip here in the near future.
Oh, good.
So, a couple weeks maybe we'll go up.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes going camping.
She does. She loves it.
I got a question. Hey, Tony, what tarp is in your snakeskin you used? So that's the Onewind tarp with the doors that I was using on the last two videos. The video prior to that one was the one Tiger's tarp, the big one Tiger's tarp. I set it up on the back of the car today. I did, and like I said, I'm going to be coming out with that video this week probably. The AMA 14 by 16 foot tarp with posts. Very big, very easy to set up too. I was really surprised. I did it off the back. It's a car tailgate tarp. Very big. The only downfall that I found with it was negative, was that the posts weren't extendable like they do have them, but they're come in 5 different sections, so you can't adjust the height. You kind of got to either remove sections to get the height you want. But a lot of different configurations you can do with it off the back of the car. Like I said, I set that up real quick before the live, and I was sweating. It was 78 degrees and sunny. Yeah, it was warm. And fires come out on this stuff. Alrighty. So AMA vehicle tarp is cool. I watched Fat Matt Adventures use it. Have to remove sections of the poles to adjust the height, which is the only downside. Yes, it is. They do have the extendable ones, and if you watched, I use green elephant poles, so I wouldn't have to order the extendable ones. But I did say the only downfall that I did find with it, that it's not really a downfall, but to me it's a downfall. It wasn't adjustable. You have to remove sections, and each section is this way, about that long. Yeah, and and heavy. They're aluminum poles, but some people may not mind. But I believe it's just a little over $100 for the whole thing. Well, I don't think I talk about price. But you'll see it. And if you want to look at what I'm talking about, it is in the Amazon storefront. There is a link there that you can actually just go on and view it and look at a couple of pictures. It's a new release that they just came out with. First time I ever did a review for AMA. First time. Yeah.
So that's the tarp you used, or the one Tigris you used?
I've always used the one Tigris,
okay,
which is just a tarp, but I rig it up to fit on the back of the car.
Right.
So what they have is they have one that's made for it that's got 3 straps in the center, like one in the center and then even on both sides, the little latch things that you look like a backpack where you center.
Yeah, clips.
Yes.
Okay.
So you clip that over my roof rack. Do that, and what's neat is I clipped the first one, pushed it. I didn't have to get a little ladder to get up on it. Clipped the second one, pushed it, and then the next one pushed it, and then I just dragged it over. So you got those three straps, and then you come down the sides. There is the same clips with you put it through the wheel on the car, and little cinch it up, and then it was so easy to go across that. I wasn't fighting with it at all. But it's 14 feet by 16 feet. Big. Wolf's class. Black Thomas, YouTube inference. Interested in the Silver Wolf's class with Blackie Thomas on YouTube influencer for older campers. Easy ways, hammock camping. Very cool. UMass, I don't know where that's at. Oh, thanks, Red Fox. So it is. It's only $109 for that. And I would say, if you're going and there's so many ways, you don't even need a car to set it up. There's little pictures there where you can set it up even without a car. Yeah. And the other thing I thought was really neat is where the grommet is, and they have a piece of canvas for a tie. They've actually, before they sewed it, they took it out, they twisted it and sewed it in again, so that you can get the guy line through it without having to go, oh, you know, on some tarps, the little where you run the guy line through is there's flat, and I can't get the guy line through it without trying to bend it and twist it and all, and I fight with it sometimes. But that one was neat and big canvas tie out on that. Eva, there's Eva. Thank you for coming on tonight. Hello, Tony. Another great video last week. Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to you too. Is it world of knowledge? Yeah, Blackie Thomas, definitely. Yeah, I know. He's got a lot of videos on a lot of different things. Alpine sent me different links for things that Blackie had done. Yeah. And okay. If you just popped on, we're going to be popping off here soon, because I'm trying to keep these to around 2 hours now. Unless we hit 15,000 subscribers, then we're going all out. We're doing a 24-hour live, and I'll be bringing guests on now that I can figure this out, because I can plug my phone in and charge it. And I just won't use the microphone, because I'm not using the microphone now, because that way I can hear Stitch. Like I said earlier tonight, him and I tried it out, and we got it all figured out, right?
I think it seems to work pretty well, Tony. You sound good to me, and I don't, you'd have to ask the folks on YouTube how that's coming, but
yeah,
how both of us sound, I have no idea what I sound like either.
You sound good. Are you on your headset?
I am, yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna look into doing one of those for when I'm doing like this, because like you showed, you walked all the way across your house and I could still hear you. And that's what I like about the mic. But in the studio here, I don't know if I really need the mic, because even when I walk back there, I can just talk louder. All right. Okay, let's see. I was just going to check something real quick. Dashboard. Oh. All right, refresh that. I'm doing something on my end. Okay. So we're at 14,371. It was 72. I just refreshed it and went down one. But so we're getting, I'm saying when it hits that 15,000, we're going to try to do a 24-hour live. You guys think that's a good idea? Not sure.
You have to wait for the responses, Tony.
Yeah, I know. You are both great on my TV, both picture and audio. Well, thank you very much, Eva. Both sound great, says Hammock Mountain. And Red Fox is thanking Rebecca with 2Ks for the follow. Thanks, Daniel. You should hit 15K soon at this rate. Yeah. It's slowed down a little bit. When I do the hangs like we just did those videos, it always slows down because those don't get as many views. But I love doing them because I'm learning. I learn so much going to those. And just meeting people is just I love meeting people. So, and the more I go to them, the more I'm able to meet more. And it was Stitch that actually encouraged me to go to my first one, and then wasn't able to go to the first one because we were going up to see Alpine and do that hang up there. And it was the Maha one that I was going to go to in the fall, but that didn't work out. Ended up going to the one in Florida, HangCon, and that's when Stitch flew over, and then we did our 4 nights and 5 days. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I am definitely thinking, I'm going to make that one again this year, coming up. Maybe we can get Alpine to come down with us.
All right. Hey, Tony, Streamlabs takes like certain movements with your hands and converts it to something. So watch what happens when I.
What?
Yeah.
No way. Let's see. Do you have to set it up?
No, I don't know. Maybe your thumb doesn't work. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, how did you do that? That was cool.
I just did that. All right.
No, I don't have those neat.
All right, I unleashed squirrels on them. I apologize to everybody.
What's that? Did you do a squirrel?
Squirrels.
Yeah, Alpine saying that would be a lot of fun. Have a mic cut down on the echo for the room. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having a mic cuts down on the echo of the room. That's what he said.
Oh. I got a hammock hanging up around the room for a natural. I have to start saving all my egg crates, stick them on the wall. All right. Squirrel. The right thumb. Oh, Darlene's going to get me to use my stroke hand. No. Oh, maybe you got to put it in front of your face.
I don't think it was in front of my face. I just held it up. I just noticed it.
Maybe it was an expression.
I don't know.
No. But I don't get the cool little thumbs uppy things. I have to check that out.
Here comes the squirrels.
Yeah.
There's something you can do with your hand and it does something too. I don't know. We can get on it separately so we don't have to drag these poor folks through the mud with us.
Right. It keeps jumping. Stitch has the magic thumb. All right. So we got a question. Hey, Stitch, what happens if you use a different finger? Yeah.
We'll
Not sure.
experiment with that, Josh.
We're not going to find out. Hey,
We'll
JMC, how are you
experiment.
doing, Squared? Tony. Yeah. All right. Well, no. So I really got to figure it out because that would be cool. Say, hey, thumbs up, thumbs up. Maybe it's this way, but you did yours that way. Maybe you tilt it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'll do it offline.
It might be that the host can't do it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's true. It's got the bubbles too. I try to do it. Huh? Oh man, that's not good. I'm gonna go into all my settings and try to figure it out some other time. All right. Laugh out loud, Dixie Cup says. Darlene's laughing. Everybody's laughing. Careful with that. Hand up starts and ends recording. Oh, yeah, I know. On my when I am doing my phone and I want to record, I can hands up and it'll start and end the recording. I think you need to set it up. Okay, Bearded Viking. Well, I'm gonna have to go in there and set that up. I like that, and I'll look at all the things that it does because I can wave, and it'll do a wave. All right. Well, I'm better get. Miss 2.0 is going to be calling me soon. She's working tonight. She worked Thursday or Friday, Saturday, tonight, and tomorrow night. So I told her I would. Oh, I already cooked them last night. I cooked burgers last night. Ooh, thick ones. And I figured I'd eat with her when she gets home. Oh, Small Town Adventures. How you doing? Very, very late today. Yeah, you are. Sorry, I had a very unfortunate turn of events. Thursday, been dealing with it the best way possible. Well, definitely, you need to message me and want to call, give me a call. All right. Well, Stitch, I think it's time for me to go. Getting late. Yeah.
Getting late, big guy. Sun's getting low.
Yeah. So, Johnny and Mary, you usually don't comment until you say goodnight, but goodnight, Johnny and Mary D. Torres. Good night, everyone. I want to say thanks a lot for popping in, and glad we got this figured out. And thanks a lot, Stitch, for helping me get this figured out again so that we can start getting together. Magic. Magic thumbs. All right. Rewild, thanks for popping in. And I want to say thank you, everybody that stuck it out with us for 2 hours and 17 minutes and 35 seconds. We still have 61 people watching, so I think it's time to say goodnight. Do I get a little wave, Stitch? There we go. You got to do your little wave. Oh, Chuck Jones. Good night, everyone. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming on, and we will see you on the. There's Johnny. There you are. You two silly guys have a great week and a good night's chat. Off Gritty, how are you doing? Good night. Peace. Does it do anything if you do peace? Oh, what? Balloons. Cool. Look at this sitting back there going, oh. All right. That's good. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Love y'all. And there's Ruff. Hey, Ruff. Good night, Ruff. See ya. Look at her looking right there. Oh, don't forget to give her a pat for me, too. Give her an Uncle Tony pat. There we go. All right. Well, thanks a lot for jumping on Sunday Night Live. And let's see what we're going to do this week. I still haven't gotten out and shot in a video. Like I said, I've been kind of getting used to doing some things, and everything's working out good. And I'll maybe share more of that with y'all some other time. But until next time, Oh, does it do us anything with salutes? No. Well, all right. Until next time, y'all have a great one. Thanks a lot, Stitch, for jumping on, and hey, we'll see you, and you have a great weekend. We'll talk later, Stitch. All right.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. See ya. We need the Stitch wave. All right. We'll see y'all. Until next time.